Hey Marie, where are we at?
We're at Lake Bomoseen KOA.
What should we do now?
We should start the intro.
We have made it to our site at the Lake Bomoseen KOA. Let's check it out. We are in site number 8. And you can see, got the flag out. It's a pretty big site. We'll go down this side first. It was level side to side. Front to back I had to drop the tongue. You can see how I dropped the tongue down to even it out. Electric is 50, 30, or 20. New item. It's my circuit analyzer. You see we got 3 green, we're good to go. Now that's nice. Got water hooked up. We also have cable and got the sewer hooked up. So 4-point hookups at this site. Now this is all part of the site. So all of this area in the back is part of the site, and we have the patio set over there in the corner. In addition to this picnic table that we have up by the camper on the fun side. I didn't put the awning out yet, because it's shaded. You can see how shaded it is. We're going to get ready to cook something. I think we're going to make meatloaf tonight. So we'll see how that goes. And what you see in the distance is the very edge of Lake Bomoseen in Vermont. And you can see from this site there is a trail out to the waterway. Of course, I am still in my back brace, so no kayaking yet. Maybe in August. But it would have been nice if we had the kayaks just to drag them out there and go. So the site is good. Phoebe's pretty good. She is an easy dog to travel with. She just sits in her basket between our seats in the front on the console and just chills out until we get to the next spot. Right, Phoebe J? So she's doing well. Our Merle Cocker Spaniel, who is an international camping Cocker Spaniel. Got hard pretzels. You can see Marie's bike and the fishing rods are in the truck. Since we made it to Vermont, we get to put another sticker on the map. And put it right there. So here goes Vermont. We got Vermont. In 2 days, we're going to knock Rhode Island off. And then Georgia. Well, we're going to get Kentucky in the fall. Georgia in the spring. So then we'll have the whole East Coast done. Start pushing west. Making our way through it. Alright, let's check out the campground. The Lake Bomoseen KOA does have some pull-through sites. So if you're going through the area, you can pull in and not have to unhitch. Miss Phoebe's out for a walk. And there's Miss Marie. So here is their dump station. Pull down here, set up. They have various types of sites. There's site 86 with a little patio deck. And you can see there are some permanents in here. Very wooded. And of course, at most KOAs, if you don't have a camper, you can always stay in a cabin. Nice cabin with a deck and a porch. Here is the waterfront area. You can see they got the canal out to the lake, the dock for the boats and your kayaks. They do have a fire pit, community fire pit down here. The boathouse. I got a path out to the main lake. I see big fish right there in the water. I do have a nice playground and a nice pool, and there's a splash pad over there also. Well, the pool goes to 5 feet with a slide. It's small, but it's very clean. And they do have a splash pad over there and a roof area to get out of the sun if you want to. Got some more cabins over here near the laundry. Rec hall, they do have horseshoes. You see it is gated. They give you a card to get in and out of the gate. Here is the office and store. The store goes on and on and on. And they have ice. Indoor mini golf. Come on, baby. There's their sluice. So I had some ground meat that we didn't use for spaghetti, so I wanted to make a meatloaf. Now I have a gas oven in the RV, but I like baking in my electric fry pan. So I have a Presto electric fry pan, and I have a baking rack that I put in there. So I formed up 2 small meatloaves, put them in at 400 degrees for an hour. I cut it, and it looks like it's done. So you can bake in the Presto electric fry pan by putting that little rack in there underneath, so it's not directly on the heat. I'm going to add some string beans and noodles, and that'll make dinner. Give you my thoughts on the Lake Bomoseen Holiday KOA in Bomoseen, Vermont. So the owner of this campground has had it for about 39 years. This was our first time there. And when we arrived, the granddaughter was working the registration desk. She did a great job. She gave us a little tip on how to get down there to back into our particular site. So throughout the stay there, everybody we encountered that worked there was super friendly. There's a lot there to do, and it really does allow for entertainment at the campground, even when it's raining. What I mean by this is, as you've seen in the video, there's a large arcade. Mini golf is indoors. They do have a mini theater where they play movies, and they have a really large rec hall. So there's a lot of covered or protected areas in case you would get a rainy day. But the #1 feature of this campground is the lake. So it's right on Lake Bomoseen. They do have docks for your boat. You can also rent boats and kayaks and stuff if you don't bring yours along. And that's right inside the campground. You don't have to leave the campground to drop your boat in the water. So that was really nice. And when I walked down there, I saw a large bass right at the ramp. So right now, I'm just getting over the back injury, so they didn't recommend me doing any kind of boating yet. So I didn't get out there to go fishing off a boat, but if we go back there, that definitely would be on the list to get out there and fish. So that was really nice. Our site was one of the largest sites I've ever had. Really a beautiful spot that was kind of secluded and level. So I really liked the site location that I was in. And as you saw in the video, there were some really nice sites. They have a bunch of pull-throughs also if you're just staying there overnight traveling through New England. But we really enjoyed that. They have a very nice pool. It's not that large, but it's not a really large campground, so the pool was adequate. It never looked overcrowded when we were there. They do have a splash pad next to the pool, and there's a water slide connected to the pool. So that's nice features, to cool off if it's a hot day. They have a playground for kids there. The playground looked really nice. We didn't spend any time at the playground because the grandkids were not with us. Their trip took them up into Canada, and we went to Vermont on our way over to Newport, Rhode Island. So this KOA, I would definitely go back and recommend. The store is super large and well stocked. I mean, they had everything in there that you need. And it looked to me that you could access the store even if you weren't camping there. And it looked to me like that store gets quite a bit of traffic, so things are fresh. The fruit was there and it wasn't rotting. So they have enough customer base in and outside of the park to keep the inventory rotating, so nothing was stale. So I really appreciate the way the inventory was managed at that store. As with KOAs, you know, they have cabins to rent if you don't have a camper or a tent or an RV, so you can stay there if you'd like. And there are some entertaining things to do in the area. The one we went to was the largest candy store in Vermont. And in a subsequent video, you'll see that. And we also stopped at the Vermont store, which we've heard about many times, and we wanted to experience that ourselves. So that'll be in a subsequent video as things to do near there. A lot of the historical places that we wanted to visit were not open. They're not open on a Monday or Tuesday, and that's when we were there. So some of them we didn't get to. We did get to one, an old bridge, so that'll also be in that subsequent video. So overall, a really good experience at the Lake Bomoseen KOA. I would recommend it. And I found the staff super friendly and the granddaughter super knowledgeable. So really good spot. Hey, if this video helped you, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free, it helps me out a lot. Also ring that bell, you'll be notified every time I put up a new video, and give the video a thumbs up. That helps it be seen by a wider audience. But more important than all that, go have some fun out there. Hey, thanks for watching.